Hello guys, Crispy here, welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm gonna be testing a GeForce RTX 5090 in inZOI. This one is the Founders Edition model of the card. I am running it with the latest Nvidia drivers and I'm not manually overclocking it. You can see all of its specs right here in Tech Power-Ups GPU-Z. It has all of the ROPs, by the way. And over on the left, I am pairing it with a Ryzen 7 9800X 3D and 32GB of RAM. This is actually the recommended CPU requirements for this game, and it's kind of crazy, you know? But let's get into it, shall we? As you can see, my boy is right here, just playing something on the computer. What kind of game is that? I don't even know. It's probably better than this. Well, at least it's not stuttering, although it's running at like 3 FPS. Anyway, let's go over to the settings, guys. And we're starting at the 4K resolution using DLAA, unrestricted FPS, and VSync is turned off. And I'm not using these settings right here, but I am utilizing ray tracing, and everything else is set to the maximum, which is the ultra settings preset. So yeah, with a 5090 and a 9800X 3D, we should be able to play this absolutely fine at maximum settings. But this is a UE5 title, my friends. What is going on here? Also, can I finally eat some soup this time around? Eat a quick bite, eat soup. Yes, let's go. Are you going to break the fridge again? Please don't do it like he did in the previous video. Okay, no, it's fine, it's fine. He's eating the soup. It looks all right-ish. Oh my god, I wish we could actually look at things better. It's a little bit clunky, guys. Maybe if I go in this view, yes. I guess so. What is that, by the way? A warm bowl of soup that heats up the body. Let's get out of here. By the way, the power utilization on the 5090 is actually very low. It usually peaks at like 600 watts of power in other titles, and here it's around 420 watts. That's nice, actually. And here, worst case scenario is this bathroom. So the RTX 4080 Super that I tried in the last video was getting down to 17, 16, 18 FPS right here. This one is getting 40s, tons of stuttering, of course. The 5090 apparently is what you need to achieve 30 plus FPS all of the time inside of that bathroom. However, if you want a stutter-free experience without 5 FPS, 1% lows, well, you're out of luck. At least with a 9800X 3D. This is crazy, dude. Like, this game stutters way too much. It's absolutely unbelievable. But there is a quick fix that you actually need to utilize if you want to make it playable, I guess, because this is an unstable, total crap mess. Look at this. Oh my goodness. And that is enabling frame generation or maybe locking the FPS. I'm going to try locking the FPS right now. I'm actually going to use RivaTuner for that, so I'm going to cap it at like 60 frames per second. And, all right, we're back to it. Let's see if it stays at 60 without stuttering too much. All right, so far so good. Okay, so it seems like it's a CPU limitation when you get those insane stutters here in this title, because locking the FPS actually fixes that issue. And also, when enabling frame generation, it also fixes it, because it reduces the CPU overload. Now, I'm running really fast over here through the city to see if it stutters again, but no, it's way more stable, as you can see. So all you need to do is lock your FPS, either using the in-game cap or RivaTuner or other methods of capping the FPS, you know. All you need to do is to have a stable 60 FPS experience here, but please don't get stuck in nowhere. Oh boy, this game and the LOD, man, it's just crap. But yeah, since this is a benchmark video, I'm gonna unlock the FPS again. Oh boy, okay. And now I'm gonna try it with frame generation instead, which, I mean, if you want the highest FPS possible without major stuttering issues, this is also the way to go. FG is not enabled. What happened? What did I enable? No, I did enable frame generation. What is going on? Why is it not working? Did they break frame generation? Wait a second. Yeah, 72 frames per second there. Please, don't tell me they broke frame generation. Okay, now it's working. Oh boy, I was scared because this game actually had an update earlier today, so now it's still a smooth experience. I'm gonna do it on very fast here, run around really fast. You can see 1% lows are not in the single digit zone, you know, 4 or 5 frames per second. They're in the 40 FPS zone, which is not too bad. We still see a lot of little spikes over there in the frame time graph, which those are stutters, of course, and they're noticeable, but given the nature of the game, the cars just popping in and out of the image is just insane, guys. Oh my god, even the bridge, dude. Oh boy. Anyway, oh, we're here. This is the little park that I went to with the 4080 Super, and I really like it because there's Jack somewhere around here, I think. Ah, there he is! Beautiful Jack! Look at him going inside of the bushes. I hope these are not Bob's bushes, because that would mean this is Bob, but no, it's Sojong Yom. Also, we got to see reflections of the ray tracing here on the cars, because ray tracing is enabled. The baseline FPS are not too bad. I mean, the graphics aren't fantastic, really, but in terms of baseline FPS compared to other titles, you sometimes see lower FPS, even with a 5090 at 4K resolution, especially with path tracing and so on. This doesn't have path tracing, though, so it's way less intensive. But yeah, the baseline FPS are super adequate for you to turn on frame generation on top of, and it will feel fine. Again, a little bit stuttery, but if you lock your FPS, it's going to be buttery smooth all the way through. I'm not locking them because, again, benchmark video. It's a really crappy experience in terms of performance. I don't think the target audience for these kinds of games, jeez, that massive stutter again, will care too much about the stuttering since the game is still playable with it. Ooh, this is pretty intensive here with a lot of grass and vegetation. Look at that, dropping into the 90s with frame gen enabled. Alright, but it still feels responsive, you know, and given the nature of the game, just a sim-like game. Look at that pop-in! What? No freaking way. This is terrible. Look at this. It's like no NPCs are there, there's nothing there, right? It's really empty, but as soon as you walk here, there is a ton of stuff. It's a little market. Whoa! Oh, there's a statue of Jack. You know what? This is the best game ever, after all. What are you doing? They're rapping or something. What are you... Oh, they were supposed to be over here, not over here. Alright. This is too weird, guys, and... Oh, come on, I'm locked out of here. And also too unoptimized. It's just really bad of an experience, but it's also super early access, so I guess if you really want to play it, obviously it should be playable with a lot of... Mike, stop it! What the heck? Yeah, with a lot of GPUs and systems. I have seen people saying that even a GTX 1650 can play this game decently at 1080p medium settings with around 30 FPS, and 30 FPS is totally fine for the type of game that this is, in my opinion. Not too terrible, but definitely not good, right? Anyway, let's go with quality DLSS now. Turn off the frame generation. Previously, we were dropping a little bit in terms of FPS with native resolution, you know, DLAA on top of 4K, but here with quality DLSS, no frame gen. If you don't like frame gen, you can expect around 100 frames per second, 90s. Again, these massive stutters, like seconds long stutters, will be absolutely terrible and will make your 1% lows be at 5 FPS. Look at that, even worse, 2 FPS. Oh boy. I'm gonna load the previous game because I want to check the bathroom again. See, I wish we could actually find these places from the screenshots, because so far we've been able to get inside of one building. Again, that's probably because it's early access. They still haven't finished the game, obviously. I mean, if they thought this was finished, I would be super mad at it, but no, that it's not finished, so there's that. It's still way too pricey for an early access release that plays like this, though, in my opinion. But yeah, anyway, let's get inside of the bathroom again. Getting 60, still drops from 60 FPS with quality DLSS here. This is just way too intensive. We got little reflections pretty much everywhere. Obviously, that mirror. Tons of ghosting in the mirror, though. Yeah, that's pretty crappy. And we also got reflections on these things, this metal, so yeah. And more reflections, this more glass and stuff like that. It's just super demanding in the bathroom. It's really weird. You know what? If you can actually build and change walls and stuff like that in this game, it would be very interesting to make like a mirrors room. A room full of mirrors and glass in the middle and stuff like that. That would be super demanding. Probably dropping us down from 30 FPS on a 5090, I guess. Anyway, guys, this is it for 4K resolution. If you want to turn on the frame generation on top of this, you can do so. It's 2 times FG. Once again, you're going to get 150 FPS. So a proper high refresh rate experience right now without making the game look much worse than native resolution. It's not the DLSS 4 being utilized here, and I couldn't override it in the Nvidia app, by the way, nor override the frame generation version. So it's still 2 times. I can't do MFG 4 times, unfortunately, at least until a new driver comes out. But yeah, you can definitely get a high refresh rate experience with a 5090 here, which I mean, you'd expect with these graphics for it to be able to achieve these FPS without frame generation and without quality DLSS, just at native 4K res, right? But no, you need all of these technologies. Well, let's stop it right there, guys, and let's drop it down to the 1440p resolution. I'm gonna select DLAA over here again, apply that, and let's do 2560 by 1440 with the ray tracing, ultra settings. Let's do this. So at native resolution, at 1440p res, it becomes way too vibrant for some reason. I don't know why this happens now, but every time I play at 1440p with a 50 series GPU, it becomes way too vibrant. It's really weird, at least with this capture card and monitor that I'm using. But anyway, come on, go over here. There it is. Okay, this is the park area again. So at 1440p resolution, we still got some insane stutters again, with 1% lows going into the single digits if we keep on going, obviously. Like this. Oh, look at that. Yeah. But hey, you can get 60 plus all of the time now. Maybe not in the bathroom area, I don't know. But, oh, hello, Jack. How's it going? Oh, beautiful. How are you, buddy? I wish we could actually pet Jack in this game, but there's no way to interact with it. Call over? No, it's just... It's to call people from that you have relationships with. I don't have relationships with anyone here, so there's that. But yeah, guys, this... the FPS average are fine. For a 5090 with these graphics, once again, not really. But at least it's 100 plus FPS, you know, most of the time, or 90 plus, or 80 plus. But yeah, the 1% lows will just become a complete mess whenever you start just playing around, basically walking around further distances and so on, loading in new areas. It's gonna go to crap. It's gonna get 5 FPS 1% lows, as we saw previously, and it's really, really bad. Thankfully, though, if you just lock it to like 80 frames per second here at 1440p, it will be flat 80 FPS all of the time, and it will not stutter. But still, guys, like they gotta work on the optimization for sure. Let's enable the frame gen over here and see it with FG enabled, 1440p resolution. It gets maybe a little bit higher FPS than what we saw previously at 4K resolution with quality DLSS plus frame generation. So it's not a bad experience. Gosh, I was walking in that direction, pressing W and D, and the guy just started going towards the car like this. It's so weird. The controls in this game are so broken. Look at this. It's like the car is a magnet. What the heck, dude? Look at that. Oh, we're seeing ourselves there. Interesting. But I don't think... Wait, where are the cars? No, there is a car over there, and it's being reflected. What about here? Can we see more cars? Are these actually real-time ray trace reflect? What is that? Over there. I'm seeing myself being reflected there. What the hell? No, we are seeing these cars here, for sure. I just wish there were more cars in the street so we could see them pass by. Come on. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And the people walking in the background. Damn. Very impressive mirrors, guys. See, this is what's killing our FPS, I guess. The ray tracing is way too intensive. But hey, the 5090 can handle it, so why not have it enabled with a card of this caliber? For some reason, the cars look like they're running at like 30 FPS. They're really jittery. Look at that. What the hell, dude? It's like this game is meant to be played with like motion blur and stuff. It could be the frame generation, I don't know. Anyway, that's it for 1440p resolution. Let's turn off frame generation again. Try it out at like 1080p. 1080p res, DLEA, ultra settings, ray tracing enabled, getting 100-ish frames per second. Not too big of a difference coming from 1440p to 1080p, actually. I thought there would be a bigger difference. You know what, let's explore some other area of the map. I think we've been here already, maybe? Yeah, this is the area with a lot of grass, yes. Okay, so it's good to test the GPU at least here. Getting 100 FPS still, 90s. Seems pretty bad for a 5090 though. You know? Again, this game requires a big optimization patch, my friends. Or some big optimization patches, because one of them is not going to do it. Look at the stuttering again. Yeah, performance is nowhere near where it should be, with these graphics at least. And the amount of pop-in is just crazy. Like, everything pops in really close. Like, there's a trash can over there. You couldn't see it. Oh my. There are probably cars around here, but you can't see them either. At least right now. No, maybe, yeah, there's a car right there. There's another one right here. For some reason, that one showed up first than this one. It's just, what the hell, bro? Oh, look, he's hungry for some frames. I can tell it. Alright, guys, so the one-print lows are going to be really bad. You're better off just turning on frame gen and calling it a day with FG enabled. And it's getting us 200 FPS at times with frame gen. Not too terrible. What is that? No, dude, seriously, do you want to poop or something? Oh, can we eat from here, actually? Eat, yes! My boy's really hungry, so you can just eat there. That actually looks pretty nice. Not gonna lie, like the egg and stuff did look pretty good. At least Jack has really good draw distance. He was right there. Look at him. He's not disappearing. Look, Jack! You can still see Jack from here. That's crazy. You can see people from here. Well, some of them you can. There's one there, actually. But you know what? Let's exit the game completely and call it a day. I'm kidding. Let's do 8K resolution. Alright, guys, bad news. I just selected 8K resolution right here in Windows because I had DSR enabled already, but the option for 8K wasn't really showing up inside of the game. And now, if I go here to inZOI, start the game, get out of Steam, it doesn't work. It shows this screen, it shows this screen. This is really weird. And then we come over here, black screens again, and we're back to Steam. So I think 8K just doesn't work in this game at the moment, unfortunately. I'm still gonna restart the computer to find out, but I think that's probably about it. Okay, this is clearly not 8K, but at least we got to the menu here. Why is it saying 5120 by 2880? Why is there no 8K resolution option? What about Windows? No, it's still... Okay, I guess we're gonna do 5K resolution instead. If it works, that is. Okay, so the resolution is 5120 by 2880 with DLAA right now, no frame gen, ray tracing and ultra settings, and this resolution doesn't even show up inside of Windows. So I'm not sure how the game got that resolution here, but I'm not complaining. Let's try it out. And here we have it, guys. We're getting 70-ish frames per second right here. Lots of glass. Oh my gosh. That looks so bad inside, actually, for highest textures, highest settings. Yeah. Well, let's see the bathroom. Does it drop from like 30 frames per second here? Yes, it does. We saw 29 there for a second. But it's only dropping into like the low 40s, mid 40s this time around. Okay. It's not too different from what we saw at 4K resolution, is it, guys? I think it's not. Oh my, stuttering, stuttering. Oh boy, it's just so bad. It's so bad. If I was counting our FPS, I bet the 1% lows would be at like 1. Oh my, 2 FPS, 1% lows. Oh, this is so bad. Oh boy, but hey, at least in terms of averages, 5K is actually doable here on the 5090. Unfortunately, again, we can't go up to 8K resolution because this seems to be the maximum supported res for this game. But it's not too terrible. If you have a 5K monitor for some reason, you can take advantage of it absolutely fine. Frame generation to smooth things out a little bit. It still stutters a lot, obviously, but we don't have those 1 second stops anymore, 1 second stutters. So it's much more bearable with frame generation, and it seems to be working fine at this super high resolution. 5K doesn't seem like much, but it is a really, really high res. But hey, that's about it for this one, guys. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if I should bring more videos in inZOI. This game is so broken that I'm inclined to just refund it and move on to better things. But I don't know. It will all come down to what you guys want to see. So let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one very soon. As always, love you all. Bye-bye.